Hi everybody, welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, then a warm welcome, and if you've been with us a while, then just as warm a welcome. If you like what you're seeing, if you give us a subscription and a like, it'd be much appreciated. Just helps get us up the rankings really on YouTube when people are searching for stuff. So what we got today, we got a Kiwami3 unboxing. Now all you get in a Kiwami3 is literally a Kiwami3 and a plastic wooden coloured toothbrush for cleaning the gum, supposedly, although I never use them. And that's all you get, literally a box and a gum. So you get the cup separately. It takes the same cup as the AZ4, the AZ3 Iwatas or Air Guns Iwatas. It takes the same as the LS400, the WS400 and the Kiwami4s. So it's all a top cup screw-on fitting. So they all take the same cup. So we got the Kiwami3 and we've got also the WB300, which is the older version of it. Now at the moment it's only available in 1.4 as far as I know, which is for the Japanese market, because they seem to have the 1.4 WB, which this is as well. So at the moment, as I say, it's only available in 1.4, but we'll just take them apart quickly and just see what the differences are and what's interchangeable and what isn't. So we start with the W300, and I've had it out of the box already. And just looking at the parts, but most of it's going to be similar to the differences that you get with the Kiwami4, and I'll put a link in the description to the Kiwami4 unboxing video, and we'll do a little spray out test at the end of this video to just to see, you know, whether they spray much differently, just you know, on a piece of paper really, just to see. So we'll whip the tips out here and we'll whip this one apart as well. Now the first thing you'll notice is that the caps on the newer version, on the Kiwami, the caps, although they look the same, which they are more or less the same, the outside bevel or bezel, I think they call it, the screw-on part is different, so they won't interchange. You can't swap the two caps over. So that thread is different, and which is the same on the Kiwami as well. They say they've done it to speed up the time it takes to service the gun, because you can undo it in 2 turns instead of 4, but I think it's just that you can't interchange. They just have to change things, don't they? You can see the knobs are slightly different at the back. There's the old one, there's the new one. It's just a different shape, different color as well, different shape, etc. So we'll wind this out and we'll get the needle out. Now the needle, as I say, I've looked at these before, and the needle is different. Before we get to the needle, the spring on the new Kiwami3 has a small plastic insert at the back, which gives a little bit less resistance when you're turning the screw, and makes it easier to locate as well. So that's a little improvement. We'll whip the needles out. Now the needles are more or less the same size, because these guns are more or less the same size as before. You'll see one is slightly smaller than the other. One's got wider written on it, and one's got the normal, I think it's 10013. I can't remember what the number is, I can't even see it. 10013, I think. But they are different anyway, so you can't interchange the needles between the two. The caps, the tips, are actually different. If you look at the tips, get this one out. I thought I'd loosened it off, but obviously it's tightened itself up. The tips are slightly different. Now they're the same as far as size goes, so if you can see, they are the same size wise, the same at the end as well. But what is different is if you look on the inside, the amount of holes. This is the W300 WB version, and this is the Kiwami3 WB version, and you can see that the older version, this one, has less holes at the front, which is a difference I wasn't expecting. I thought they'd be the same, you know, different markings but the same. And there's the two guns. So ergonomically, it's the same as with the Kiwami4. Ergonomically, the Kiwami3 does feel better in the hand. It's also slightly lighter. You can feel the body is slightly lighter, but the differences are minimal. And as far as physical size goes, if you lay one over the other, there's virtually nothing in it. You've lost the W300 top hook here, which if you use that to hook it on things will be a loss, but most of the time you don't. I mean, I never do, but most of the time you don't. As I say, cups are the same, but otherwise they look very, very similar. Just this is more polished, more rounded design, but about the same size. So that's about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them together. I'm just going to put some thinners in a cup and we just do a quick spray out so that you can see the different patterns. All right guys, I'll see you in a second in the next part of the video. Okay guys, as promised, just a quick spray out. Now there's only thinners in here and it's a reasonably warm day, so it'll evaporate quite quick, but it'll give you an idea that the pattern's very, very similar. So I'm setting this to about 0.8 bar, which is about 12 psi. Because they're designed, both of these are designed to run about 1.5 bar, which is about 23-24 psi. But because it's thinners, if I put it up to that pressure, the pattern will separate and it will look odd. So I'm just keeping the pressure low, but it will be a valid guide as to how big these patterns are. And we'll just quickly change that to the other one before it evaporates. Keep our pressure similar, about there. Distance is about the same. It's probably a slightly bigger pattern on the K3. It looks like a slightly bigger, longer, more of an I pattern, whereas that looks a bit more of an O pattern. And that could well be the difference in the holes, but yeah. Definitely looks slightly different, doesn't it? Okay guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.